So we're gonna go turn it over to Daryl and get this show started.
Yeah, let's get this show started. First and foremost, thank you guys, whoever in here already, for joining in the Clutch Sports Talking More podcast. Uh, we just gonna talk about some other stuff today. We ain't gonna get too much into some sports. And the first thing I just want to say this right quick, because after Ghost got killed last year on Power, I was like, I'm probably not gonna watch any more of the episodes.
That,
Uh, but last night I was just up late and I said, "Oh, I got an alert for the Stars app." And it said something about Ghost Book Two or whatever it was, and I said, "You know what?
our
Let me
book
go."
too.
Yeah, Power Book Two. I said, "Let me go
Yeah.
ahead and check this out since I ain't doing nothing." It's gonna. I said it's probably gonna put me to sleep, and I ain't gonna get no spoiler alerts or none of that. But I'm telling you right now, it was good. It was good. So if you're a Power fan, check it out. Mary J surprised me. She did her thing, and the little dude from that played Bobby Brown in the
Mm.
New Edition movie, he is the new Canaan. So
What?
he is the new Canaan. So all I'm gonna say is, just you need to check it out. It was as advertised. It's good.
Okay, okay. Well, I haven't watched it yet. I said I'm gonna watch it later. So, but what I did watch was the finale of P Valley. So if y'all
Okay.
been watching P Valley, no, I'm not gonna give y'all. I ain't gonna tell y'all what happened. I ain't gonna spoil it for nobody because I don't do that. But
I
if you
usually do, but
watch,
I'm not
see, you do that there.
sometimes.
See, you, I had to block you. See, I
I
done
know,
blocked
right?
every,
I don't
block
do it. I don't
every.
do it. I don't do it on Facebook, but I call my friends and we talk about something. I just let them know some of the stuff that went on because it just be so juicy. I just got to get it off my chest and tell somebody.
Yeah, Well, I will not be called. Don't call me about Power Book. Anyway, as I was saying about P Valley, the finale show is tonight, but I have already watched it, and it is very good. It's gonna be good. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be because it was the finale, but a lot of the things that people thought happened didn't happen. That's all I'm gonna say. And just watch the show. It was good, and I think you'll like what you saw. That things that we thought was going to happen did not happen. But
I
yeah,
might be in the
y'all go
minority.
watch
I might be in the
early
minority, but
night. What?
I might be in the minority, but I've never watched one episode.
What? Yes,
It's
you
all right.
are in a minority. First of
It's all.
all, she's from Memphis. She has a lot of Memphis actors. One of the headline actors, Brandy, is from Memphis as well, and she plays a lot of Memphis tracks. She makes a lot of Memphis references. So that's kind of what made me start watching because I wasn't gonna watch it. But then I heard, she was from Memphis. I was like, oh, okay. And then it's like I think it's an all girl cast. I mean, like producers and directors, all girls, all women, black women.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, props to them.
It's all
Big up.
right. It's all right.
What you say?
It's all right.
Is it
No,
overrated here? I mean,
it's
tell me
it's
something.
I
telling a
mean, no,
story.
it's a little overrated. I'm back on Power, like what you saying, man. Power was off the chain, and like Daryl said, I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but when I tell you Mary J. Blige, Method Man, and what's the guy name that played Bobby Brown? Dude,
I
awesome,
don't know his name,
awesome.
but yeah,
Y'all
He
gonna make me
awesome.
watch it when I get
we
off here.
need to.
Yeah, I watched it at 7 o'clock this morning, so you guys won't be disappointed. I saw out there on social media that some of the people out there were saying it wasn't good and all that. Y'all can get over it. Ghost ain't coming back.
No, Ghost ain't
This
coming
time
back.
he ain't coming back. This Tyreek show, man, and it's gonna be good. I'm telling you.
That's what surprised me though. I was surprised with Tyreek. I mean, because I couldn't stand him at the end of Power last year. I was like, man, but he playing his role. He playing his role. To me, he doing a better job of acting for one, and
Hmm.
he is actually playing this role. And I can't stand your boy. Okay, I ain't gonna talk about that.
Who?
I ain't Sax.
Leave it
Oh,
alone, Darren. Leave it
why
alone.
is he
Leave
I'm
it
still
alone, Darren.
alive?
You
gonna leave it
you
alone.
gonna have you're gonna have people stop watching our show already because we giving up all the goodies for the show and they
We
ain't
ain't gonna
watching
give
yet.
up. We ain't
So
gonna give up
I
nothing. We
ain't
ain't gonna give
giving
up
up
nothing.
we
none.
done with it.
I ain't gonna give up none. But I guess we can jump right into this.
Hey, what?
Okay. So I'm sure everybody done heard about Dr. Dre getting a divorce and his wife or soon to be ex-wife is asking for
To me else, Ahmad.
look, to me, I ain't saying she shouldn't get none, but when you look at the expenses that she trying to get money for, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Oh. How is it ridiculous? If that's how it's been, if that's how she been living, how is it ridiculous?
She
It
was
wasn't ridiculous. Was it ridiculous when she was living that way when they were still married?
It's
She asked
one.
you a question, Daryl. Daryl,
I'm,
she asked you a question.
See, there you go, talking about the changing the narrative and all of that. This is what I'm gonna say. When you with somebody, there are perks with being with that person. When you're not with that person no more, you can't expect to get the same benefits that you were getting when you was with them.
Yeah, that's when you just boyfriend girlfriend. But when I'm your wife,
Okay, so when
it's
you my
different.
ex-wife, when you
See
my ex,
that piece of paper, that contract, that
that
that that
prenup,
that
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 prenup,
that. But what? Wait a minute now.
that prenup.
That now we don't know that
Oh, we know
supposedly that he told a prenup up.
what that mean.
I'm just
Well, my sources are telling me that she was uh
That don't mean nothing.
let's say she was forced to sign the prenup. You
that's
know,
right.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm hearing she was forced. And you know how I can't say how Dr. Dre is now, but I know how he used to be in the past. So
Come on,
uh,
Terry. Come on, Terry.
I'm
Come
just
on
telling
here.
you, I ain't taking up. Look,
Let's
I'm not
talk
gonna.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So I'm okay. So now, okay, let's say she was forced to sign. Okay, if you forced to sign, why you marry this guy? Why would you marry somebody that forced you to sign a prenup?
She still loved him
Okay,
regardless.
but
So
if you signed it, you signed it.
no, but why? Okay, you want to talk about why she was forced? Why he forced her to sign it?
Because he didn't want her to get his money when they got a divorce, like she's
Okay,
trying to do now.
and
I
she
mean,
wanted to
that's
still
that's the
get
purpose
married,
of that's the purpose of a prenup.
and she still wanted to get married. So now what?
So now what? I mean, you
Well,
signed
well,
a prenup, you got to deal with it.
well, you know
Yeah,
well, you know that I deal with numbers and accounting. Now, keep in mind, this guy is worth $840 million, right?
yes.
Okay, so this his ex soon to be ex-wife is asking for 2 million a month times 12 months. That's $24 million. That's a drop in the bucket to a guy that's worth $840 million. So I mean, it is
Okay,
what it is.
when you
But
say you,
my only thing is, excuse what you say?
no, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay, so my thing is that is my only concern with that is I have no problem with that. He's worth like I said 840. She's just asking for 24 million a year. And like Sharita said, she was getting all the same stuff when they were cool and things was on good terms. So my only thing is if the shoe was on the other foot. So just say if my wife was worth 840 million, and if I went out there and asked for the same 2 million a month and 24 million a year, how bad would I get criticized for being a man? Because I definitely wouldn't be working. If my wife is worth $840 million, what I'm looking like working?
You ain't gonna say, nah, I'm good. No, you ain't gonna say
No,
that. You gonna want your money.
I want my money. So
Y'all
long as it's
through?
not a double standard, I don't have a problem with it.
Y'all through?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay, you gotta consider this. She's asking for 2 million a month right now. That ain't even the final divorce decree. What she gonna get? So
Right.
so you okay? It's just like Kobe said. Where was you at when I was dribbling that basketball in the
Ah, there
Jordan
you
11?
go.
It's the same thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying she shouldn't get nothing. I'm saying you shouldn't get that much money. And it's the same thing when you paying child support. don't take no. It don't take no $15,000 a month to raise no child.
No one that gets married, especially if it's their second or third marriage, that other spouse wasn't there when you made that money. So that you can't go with that
How
argument.
long they been
You
married?
weren't there when I
How long
was
they been married?
dribbling the ball. It
How long
don't
they been
matter.
24
married?
It
years.
don't matter.
24 years.
They been
24
married
years.
24 years.
Okay,
Oh, please believe.
so she been there for a while. Okay,
She
right?
been
She
there
been there for a
24
while.
years.
She been there for a while, right?
Yes.
Okay. She was forced to sign
She been getting her booty beat for 24 years.
okay, and I'm gonna say this. If you're in an abusive relationship, get out of it.
There you go. Being
I mean,
unrealistic. You're being unrealistic.
that's not unrealistic.
Yes, it is.
I tell anybody, if you're in any kind of abusive relationship, you need to get out of it. Why
And
you
they
didn't?
should. But why do we have all these people that still stay?
I mean, people stay for various reasons. You stay because okay, I these allegations now. Say he is slapping her around or whatever. Let's say he is, which I hope he ain't doing that. You know,
He
but
is.
Miss LA saying, you
He
know,
did it with Michelle.
okay, we hearing stuff, but this is what I'm saying. You people stay for different reasons. You stay because okay, I'll take the abuse because I'm living this lifestyle. I want to live this lifestyle. So it's like anything else. If you stay there, then I ain't gonna say it's not your fault or whatever. But I'm saying if you stay there, then you know what you're dealing with. You know what you're dealing with.
And I know I'm gonna get my money in the end.
Okay, so if you just staying for the money, you didn't really love them then.
Okay, that's realistic too. Okay, just like you're saying that people should realistically leave relationships if they're being abused. Men and women realistically get in relationships for money. So even if she was there for 24 years, I don't know nobody be there for 24 years for no money, but 24 years for the money, she deserved it.
I disagree. Because if you're there for the money, you're there for the wrong reason anyway.
Okay.
If you're there for the wrong reason, then I mean, at first you said it was because she loved him. Now you're saying it was because the money. You want to get that
but
money.
She had to love him to be there for 24 years.
So
you had to love him.
But now it's just about getting that money, getting that bag.
I'm saying, and I'm just talking as the layman in this, and as the layman, she was there for 24 years, was probably getting her head busted out of every other day because he's allegedly an abuser because he abused in the past. So he rapped about abusing, he talked about abusing, might be an abuser. So
I don't know if he was rapping about abusing women.
Do we need? Okay, we're gonna pull up some lyrics.
I'm looking at this, and she's saying she want $900,000 for entertainment per month.
That's what she been doing.
No, I ain't worried about what. Yeah, you was married to me too, so that's a difference.
But you saying this is the transition phase. You said this was the transition phase. This is until they get divorced, right?
I don't think she shouldn't get that much.
Okay,
or I'm gonna say this: have me a more realistic list. So
what? She need to get $900.
You got $135,000. Now we finna split up. We finna be divorced or whatever. You need $135,000 a month for clothes. You need $125,000 for charitable contributions.
Yeah. So
you need $100,000 a month for a mortgage.
So she should go from her normal in the past 24 years shopping from at Saks and Gucci and now she got to go to Target.
Yeah.
That's what you would expect, right?
Yeah.
You almost made me cuss.
No, this what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. First off, if you shopping there, that's one thing. You shop where you want to shop. Okay, this is like me and you. If I get an extra bag of money, yeah, I might go out and buy some extra stuff. But when I ain't got it, guess what? I'm gonna go shop where I gotta shop.
He got it.
No. I mean, we
We
gonna we
gonna
gonna
we gonna we
we gonna
gonna
agree to, we
agree
gonna
to
agree to
disagree.
disagree on this one because
Yeah, we sure will.
I'm not
We
I'm not
sure will.
and don't get me wrong, I ain't saying she shouldn't get nothing. I'm just saying that what she getting in a temporary state, I don't agree with it. Not
Okay.
for not for what she got listed down there. I don't agree with
Go
it.
get it.
Oh,
Uh,
she probably gonna. And
are you
then
back?
if you got a prenup, and then here go the thing about a prenup. If they loved each other, and as he growing, because I'm sure 24 years ago he didn't have no 820 some $1 million. He wasn't worth that much 24 years ago. So as the years went on, yes, he probably started making more money. Yes, now he is where he's at. Why she didn't go in and say, "Hey, we need to change this prenup to make it more fair and equitable because you making more money now."
Okay, and he had the same option. He didn't do it either, did he?
No,
So
his option was I'm good where it was at.
okay then.
You know
So if I'm
what? I
good
don't have a
if
problem.
I'm good
I
where
don't.
it's at, what am
I
I
She
don't.
changing
gonna get her money.
I don't have no problem with the money. I do have a problem with the breakdown, though. These numbers on the breakdown are crazy. I
Okay,
mean,
but that's
inter,
because we're
in,
thinking in our pockets. We're not thinking in their
No,
pockets. That's
I'm
nothing
looking
for
at his
them.
okay,
pocket. If
okay.
it's
So
just
entertainment is a little bit under $1 million. So you're talking about $900,000 a month. So I know their style of living is elevated, but what in the hell you doing with $900,000 a month for entertainment?
She doing something. She doing something. That's what I'm saying. We can't think. See, we thinking about going to Gatlinburg or going overseas for our once every 10-year anniversary. Some shit. She probably go to or she probably go to Bora Bora. Hell, 3 times in a month.
how was she able to do that?
The same way she gonna keep being able to do it with
I
his
don't
money.
think so. I don't
With
think
his money.
I don't think so. I
We gonna
mean,
see.
I'm
We
sure
gonna see.
they probably gonna work it out where she gonna get a big lump sum of money and
She,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Just look like Jeff Bezos. He had to pay all that money to his ex-wife.
Ooh, yes,
Now she
Lord.
one of the richest billionaires and all that, which is fine. I mean, now he got that kind of money. I'm looking at Dr. Dre and saying,
He
uh,
got
he
she,
ain't gonna be, he ain't got sustainable money like Jeff Bezos got though.
but
He
he
got
got
money.
enough.
But you got to think about it. When we say he worth 820 million, that don't mean he got 820 million. That's just his worth. That's adding up properties and stuff and stocks and all of
Which
that.
means which means he got it.
Thank you. Thank you,
Nah, that
Ted.
don't mean you
Which
got
Thank
means
it.
you.
That
He
don't
got it.
mean
well,
you
I
got
know
it.
one thing.
You can't go to
This
the
a
bank
level
and write
bit.
no $820 million check.
Well,
He
I'll
got
tell
it.
you one thing. He got it. But this is rubbing a bad taste in my mouth. So I'm trying to get up the nerve right now. Because as soon as this broadcast over, me and my wife got to have a conversation. Uh, I mean, I know it's I know it's after the fact, but I'm just gonna see
Or
if she can sign those papers.
you gonna get in
Oh
trouble.
no, you too late, Terry.
He already married. You
Right,
got
you
a
too late.
post. You got a
You
post.
man, look, don't you ask her. See, you ain't gonna come back from wherever y'all going if you talk about a prenup while you there. Just
Or you
wait.
or you might not come back from that trip.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't gonna come back. He gonna be on Dateline. Man drowns while scuba diving in 2 teaspoons of water. That's what's gonna happen to you.
Here, look, you my
Don't
boy.
do it then.
Don't do it. Don't do it. That's all I can tell you. Don't do it.
I'm just feeling for Dr. Dre, man. This,
He'll be all
that's
right.
that's. But like I said, she still deserves it. I mean, I have no problem with it. So,
I feel
that's a
bad for
drop in
both.
the bucket, huh?
I
And
feel
and
bad.
keep in mind, keep in mind, she this is not a woman, a one night stand, or somebody that's been with you a couple weeks or something. This woman been with him for 24 years. Well,
24
been
years.
married for 24 years. So there's no telling how much, But I just, and I'm not saying this, but Michelet was on this special they had, this docu series and all that, and let's just say that she wasn't treated the best by this man. So, I can, people do get better and they do change. I'm not saying either way, but uh, she has a lot of bad things to say about their past relationship. So,
Uh-huh.
but my
Well,
thing about it is, you know, he stayed with one woman. You know the old saying: one is enough, two is too many, but three is just damn ridiculous. So, you know, for all you people out there that's trying to have your cake and eat it too, and all that good stuff, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Amen. Amen, Terry. Amen.
that's yeah. That's coming from that's
Let's
coming
move on. Let's move
that's
on
coming
to
from the marriage. Yeah, yeah. Let's move on from there. We good with that. We gonna throw this out here real quick, and we ain't gonna harp on this too much.
uh-uh.
'Cause we don't want to be we don't want to get too political on this show, but some things you just gotta throw out there. And I know people gonna hit you with the fake news and this and that. We just first and foremost vote. Make sure you go out and vote. I just want to. We're gonna keep reiterating that over and over again. The importance of going out and voting. We need to make sure that we get out in the polls. I don't care who you're voting for. That's your choice. I'm not gonna try to sway nobody. Well, I kind of am, but I'm not. But an article came out that was saying that President Trump made some disparaging comments calling Marines, and that kind of touched home with me because I'm not a former Marine. I am a United States Marine Corps veteran, and when you start talking about POWs and veterans, disabled veterans and stuff like that, when you call them, I'm gonna say allegedly he said these things, called them losers and suckers, because they got different things happen to them. I just look at it as whatever you think as the president of the United States and someone who's always talking about the national anthem and the flag and this and that. How can
Right.
you go out
Right.
and make a statement like that? And at first I was like, man, ain't no way he said that. It's just no way. I just, maybe this is some fake news. And then I just start, I start thinking. And I start thinking about how he treated John McCain.
Thank
John
you.
McCain was no, Vietnam veteran. I think it was Vietnam
And
veteran.
he was a POW.
POW. So that means he was in action. I think his plane or something got shot down. He got captured. He was POW, got tortured and all of that. And well, we got him back or he got released or whatever the case is. Whatever the case is, he a POW. And he's a veteran. And for him to say the stuff talking about, I don't think we should celebrate losers. How can we celebrate somebody that lost,
They
uh,
got cat.
that got captured or whatever? I like guys that win and stuff like that. I mean, I just as the president, even if you thinking that, if that's your mindset, why would you go out and publicly say stuff like that? And then to not even attend the man's funeral. You in office and this man passed away, regardless of how you felt about him or whatever, just out of respect for someone that's in the Senate. How could you not?
I don't think he was
I'm gonna let
invited.
y'all take
I
this
I,
one.
I don't. I think they didn't invite him. I think I even though he was president, and if I had been one of McCain's children or wife or whatever, I would not have even wanted him there. So
Probably not, but
if I
I think
remember correctly,
I
I
think they
don't
didn't
think he
invite
was
him.
invited.
But I think that was after he had said the stuff that he was saying. Like pretty
Yeah,
much, he was saying he wasn't going anyway. So they was like,
yeah,
"Well, we ain't inviting you anyway." So I think it was one of those type deals. But
yeah.
Terry, I know you don't
Well,
really like talking about this stuff, but I ain't gonna. I ain't
I
gonna.
I I, I, I really don't like talking about it, and I'm going to refer to him to me. And like I said, I'm not trying to sway anybody's. The main thing, like Daryl said, get out there and vote. It's your right to do that. And this is just my personal opinion. Has nothing to do with anybody here on In the Clutch or any of you out there. So everybody's entitled to their First Amendment and their freedom of speech and all that. I refer to him as 45.
That's it.
I would not refer to him as President Trump, and I don't want to come across as disrespectful, but you gotta act like a president for me to call you and refer to you as a president. Um, This bothers me in the same aspect because I'm a Navy veteran myself. I happen to love the flag. I went in at the age of 17, learned a lot, and it's partially what made me what I am today. So I really take the flag and the military very, very seriously. So to be hypocritical and to start all this mess within the NFL and who should take a knee and disrespect the flag, but then to turn around to talk about those same troops and to sit up there and say things like, you're a loser because you were a prisoner of war, you got caught, you shouldn't have got caught, and you're a loser. That is the craziest stuff that I've ever heard in my entire life. And I'm not happy about it. Uh, I plan on being part of that change and to go out there and vote like I always do. But I'm just encouraging you out there. We can't keep dealing with this type of stuff over and over again. We can't. We just can't. Um, it's a sensitive subject to me, and I'll just leave it like that.
Yeah,
Well, y'all know me, and I got plenty to say. Uh, I too have never and will never refer to him as the president because he has not ever acted as that. I respect the office of the president. That's what I respect. But what I don't respect is this clown that we have. I have always referred to him as Colt 45. That's the only thing I've ever called him. That's the only thing I ever will call him. Unless I call him Colt 45, CULT, because of the cultish nature of the people that follow him. Not everybody, but the majority of the people that follow him, they follow him like they are a cult. Because when you follow someone who, no matter what they do, no matter how outlandish it is, no matter how stupid it is, no matter how, just dumb it is, and you continue to follow them, that's a cult to me, you know. So for him to say what he said, I have friends. I have a friend who has a son and a daughter in the Navy. I have my own family member, CJ, who is serving. And for him to say what he said, and he's all about, people kneeling and disrespecting the flag, you are the most disrespectful person. You are the most disrespectful person. So, uh, go out and vote. It is time for this to be over, y'all. I think this was punishment for us having Barack Obama in office. That's in my opinion. I think this he was our punishment. So we got to get this thing uh, done. We got to go out and vote. Stop letting people convince you that not voting, that your vote doesn't count. Don't look at the polls. Don't rely on the polls because the polls lie. The polls will tell you that, the that good Lord, what the man name? Biden. The polls will tell you that Biden is ahead and Biden is good. So, and it'll make you think you don't have to go out and vote. No, go vote. Go vote. Please
yeah,
go vote.
yeah, it's important to vote. And I'm gonna touch on what you guys said. When you was talking about, you refer to him as 45, or uh, just because of the way they treated Obama. I still say President Trump or whatever, but I have the same sentiments that you guys have.
Mm-mm.
It's to me, it's about respecting. Uh, However he got in, he won. He is the president, so I give him that much. And it was basically because everybody didn't get out to vote, like in uh, when President Obama uh, ran, everybody got out and voted because I think they got out and voted because they wanted real change, and a lot of people voted for him just because he was black and they wanted to see a black president in there and all of that. And I know it upset a lot of people, And I think that's, like you said, Sharita, that's exactly why President Trump got in.
Yeah,
But we don't want to harp on this too much. We want to kind of
we're done.
touch on it because, yeah, we
Yeah, but I want to make one more statement before we leave this. Uh, in my eyes, I'm colorblind. I don't care if you blue, green, gray. If you do the right things and you got the right policies and stuff in place, I'm for you. So it has nothing to do with the color of his skin. Uh, did Barack do everything right? No, but he did the best that he could, while he was in office, and I appreciate that. But it's not about color. That's one thing that bothers me with us as African Americans is that a lot of times we're our own worst enemy. With this Black Lives Matter and all that, all lives matter. Now, I get it with the Black Lives Matter situation, but we can't sit up there and talk about Black Lives Matter and then we're going out there and killing each other every day. So you can't sit up there and go out there and kill somebody every day, but soon as a cop or something kills a black person, you want to jump on the other side and stand in solidarity and this and all righteous. You can't have it both ways. So a lot of time we are our own worst enemies, and let's just say all lives matter. The violence just has to stop.
uh, I couldn't disagree with you more. And the reason I'm saying that is because uh, we're not all on a level playing field. If we were all on a level playing field and that was happening, then I would agree with you. But by us not being on a level playing field, we have to
So,
stick
so
with.
that allows you to go out there and kill somebody, right? So you're
I
saying we're
mean,
not
Uh,
on a level playing field.
you missing the point that I'm making. I'm not saying that it's okay for us to kill each other. I'm not saying it's okay for whites to kill whites. I'm not. What I'm saying is we're not treated on an equal level as whites in the United States. Some of the
I
stuff
agree
that
with
they
that.
can get
That's but
away
that
with, we don't get
that's
away
not
with.
there.
So when you have movements like Black Lives Matter, and I'm not going to say Black Lives Matter, I'm going to say when you got movements, when you're talking about racial equality, uh, you have to put your race, which we're behind. And since we're behind as a race, put us on the same level playing field. And then you can say all lives matter. But until you do that, you it's I mean, it's so many examples I could give you of why you can't just say all lives. I mean, of course, and
We are behind the eight ball.
I love everybody. But it's just like if your wife say, Terry, do you love me? And you answer her, I love everybody, baby. How she gonna
thank
react
you,
to it?
thank you.
Well,
Because she's asking you
like I
specifically about
said,
her right now.
I know the challenges that we have as African Americans. That's not the question again. But again, you're the master of changing the narrative. And my only thing is, us as African Americans need to
Narrative.
do a better job. Need to do a better job of what we're doing. We can't keep blaming until you. Michael Jackson said it best: "The man in the mirror." You got to look in the mirror. You got to do your part as African Americans to make this stuff even fly. So. Uh, I'm getting upset just even talking about it. So, do we got it, Sharita? Do you got any kind of good stuff we can talk about? Any good
Yeah,
stories?
Yeah,
because this
after I get through, after I get through saying what I got to say about this right here, and then we're gonna move on. But let me go and get my little 2 cents out because let me get my mic up. So this is the
is hot.
thing. This is the thing. We cannot say all lives matter because all lives. Okay, when they enacted the Constitution, this skin right here was not considered when they wrote the Constitution. We were not considered. So our life did not matter then, and it does not matter now. Now, what to Terry's point that we should stop killing each other, of course we should. Of course we should. But I think, Terry, what you have probably fell into, like a lot of other people have fell into, is this. The propaganda and the media have put out black on black crime. Black people kill black people that they're near. White people kill white people that they're near. Asian people kill Asian people that they're near. Now, There is no such thing as black on black crime. Have you ever heard white on white crime? Have you ever heard that term used
Never,
on the news?
never.
Never, ever. They coined that term to make us, to make people like you, Terry, think that y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop all this now, because y'all just doing this to y'allself. Of course. I mean, you killed, you kill, you wait, you rape, you hurt, you rob, you kill people that are in the vicinity of you. That's just what people do. Now, when if I go and kill Daryl, I'm gonna get arrested, I'm gonna have a trial, and I'm gonna go to prison. What the reason Black Lives Matter came up was because cops were killing unarmed black men, women, and children, and nothing was being done about it. There was no
Right. But
trial, and if there was a trial, they were still found not guilty. That is why Black
okay.
Lives Matter came up. People get it twisted, thinking that Black Lives Matter has to show up every time a black person get killed. That's not what it
Well,
was for.
I'm looking at data because just since we've been on this show for the last couple of hours,
You missed it.
three people got killed in Whitehaven. Okay,
Okay.
by black on
So
black crime.
okay.
So show me some stats because I,
Okay.
I see it every day. I get
Okay.
alerts on my cell phone every day. I'm looking
You
at it.
Terry,
definitely a stat guy.
do you? So you do have any white people died this week?
I'm not saying I can't speak for the white people. I'm speaking for the African American people. I'm not. I can't
They
speak
don't
on
Because
them.
report it.
I'm not in there.
they
I'm
don't
saying what
report
we can.
it. They're
I
not
don't
going
care if
to
they.
report.
I don't
Let me,
care if they
let,
report it.
let,
I'm
let me, let
telling
me-
you. I'm telling you that I don't care if they do report it or not. I'm speaking on behalf of our people, and I'm
okay.
saying I see what our people are doing.
So let me ask you this: was the officer who had his knee on George Floyd's neck for almost 9 minutes, was he was that right?
Daryl, why would you ask me some stupid question like that? We're not questioning. We're
No,
not questioning. No,
I'm
don't
asking
ask.
if it was
I mean,
right.
that's the stupidest question that you could have ever asked.
Okay,
We're not questioning. We're not questioning what's right or wrong. I'm saying what our people are
okay,
doing to each other. That's all. That's all
okay.
this is about.
Okay, but you talking about Black Lives
Black
Matter,
Lives
what they're
Matter.
protesting. So you basically you're saying that okay, we're not disagreeing that we should not be killing each other. We're not disagreeing on that. We're
Right.
disagreeing on bringing what is happening that's not being done right. Because like right now, if you look at it, that's a shut and closed case. It shouldn't even be no debate about it. But it is a debate about it. Whether
For
this
me,
officer is about to get off or not. Okay, how
well,
many
but all three of us are on the same page. All of us is on the same page about all that. We all agree on this.
okay,
You, Sharita, and myself, we agree that police brutality towards black people is on the rise and nothing's being done about it. We're not questioning that.
That's
I'm
why
not even
Black
talking about it.
Lives Matter was formed.
see now
But
you changing the narrative.
people have
No.
hijacked Black Lives Matter to make it seem like Black Lives Matter should go after every black murder that happens, and that's not what it is. I hear what you're saying, Terry. Yes, we need to stop killing each other. But
Pull up this stat.
but look at
Hold
this
on.
though.
Because I want to get this off with Terry right quick
Okay.
before I forget. Pull up this stat since you a stat guy. So how many times have you seen a black officer kill an unarmed white guy?
There you go, change the narrative again.
That's
We're
not
not
changing
talking
the
about
narrative.
who's killing who.
You said
I,
all lives matter. So if all lives matter,
how many how many how many times
we got more
how,
respect.
how
We
many
got more respect for black. We got more respect for white people that we don't go out and kill them like they come in here and kill us.
again, America, if you're listening, I agree with everything that Daryl and Sharita is saying. So I'm not that is not the question. I'm I'm taking you a personal view from me of what I see within my race and what I'm seeing. I'm not saying it relates to Black Lives Matter. I'm not saying
But
it
you
relates to that.
did.
Huh?
You
But you
started
did say
started
that.
off with saying we shouldn't
No,
say
I said all. I said all lives matter.
But
That's what I
and
said.
that's wrong. You can't
And
say that.
that's my opinion. No, no, you can't
Yeah,
tell me I'm wrong. That's my opinion.
you're entitled to your
That's
opinion,
my opinion.
whether it's right or
I'm
wrong.
entitled
We
to
just
my
telling
opinion.
you it's
Just
wrong.
like, well, okay, well, we're gonna agree to disagree on that.
We're gonna do a lot of agreeing or disagreeing on this show.
Right.
I see that right now. But
That's what make our show
I,
good.
yeah, and I understand. Don't get me wrong, Terry. I understand what you're saying, but what I don't want us to do, because I do feel like all lives matter. Because you say Black Lives Matter, don't mean that you're saying a white person life or Asian or whatever race
Right.
doesn't matter. What you're saying is don't leave us out of the equation. Don't
We're
say
saying
that.
that ours matter too.
Yeah,
Because when you
exactly.
say if a white person, okay, with Terry saying all lives matter, I ain't too messed up about that. But when a white person comes behind, if I say Black Lives, if I have on a shirt that says Black Lives Matter, and a white person comes up to me and say, "No, all lives matter," you're telling me that what you're telling me is, well, my life really don't matter that much. Because I never said your life didn't matter. I just said mine mattered. So
See,
when you so
it's a tactic. I'm gonna tell you what, y'all. If you never read Sun Tzu book, The Art of War, I think that should be in school. Everybody should read that book. It's just the art of deception. And what it does, when you at war or when you in conflict with people, I can't come out and tell you, oh no, Black lives don't matter. I can't say that. A white person or whatever person couldn't come out and say that. So to change the narrative and to make it different, they say, oh no, all lives matter.
right.
And we get caught up in there, even when we do it. We get caught up in stuff, and sometimes it's harmless. The people that just don't know no better, I get them. They just don't know no better. But the people who know what they doing, they know what they doing.
Right.
So we have
Right.
to be mindful and careful of that stuff. But we said we weren't gonna harp on all this stuff too long because we got one more
I
good.
told you not to bring it up in the first place because
I
I knew it
know.
was gonna turn to this. I
I
asked
know.
you this.
I know.
It's taking us on. It's taking us on.
It's I mean it's and see, and that's the other thing that we have to be cognizant of as people, that a lot of stuff that we just say, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it.
We
We don't need
gotta
to talk
talk
about
about it.
it.
We gotta talk
Yeah,
about it.
because we're at a point now where all this stuff, it just need to come out. It's happening in the world. It's happening in the United States. It's supposed to be the greatest country and all of this. So it's stuff that if we gonna live here and we all gonna be together and try to make it work, we gonna have to. It's discussion that you have to talk. You can't keep brushing it up on the rug anymore because it's past that now. So yeah, but we'll leave it at that right now. And this next topic, we're gonna leave out on a good note. We're gonna leave out on a good note, and I'm gonna run this clip right quick.
We always gonna be together. Wow, that looks like your dream salon.
And we are getting it. My money laundering days are over. Hey!
You work for me.
I'm trying to get out of this mess, not further in. I want my money.
They gon' pay. They gon' pay dearly.
Y'all got some real idiots up in here. Our dreams are coming true.
What you think, girl?
It's something about Niecy Nash I just love, guys.
I have always loved me some Niecy Nash.
And Caruth's playing fine too, but it's something about Niecy Nash. I just, yeah. I ain't gonna say she's my celebrity crush or nothing like that, but I like Niecy Nash.
She
And
just always to me just been so down to earth.
yeah, she seemed like she real down to earth. She made I think, well, let's put the news out there in case people didn't know. She just recently got married. she had been. I think this is her third marriage, but I know in one of her marriages, she made the comment, "A blowjob a day keeps the divorce lawyer away."
That's what
And I
she
think,
said.
and I think soon after that,
Oh,
she ended up getting a divorce. So
hmm.
I think she eradicated the problem about the blowjob. But in case you guys didn't know, this is the person that she just got married to. Yeah, interesting to say the least.
Very.
Very
She
interesting.
she did a chat with Bozeman on us. Didn't nobody know.
Nobody know. So um I mean, her thing was she said she's happy. So I mean, in the end, that's all that matters. If regardless of it's all about being happy. And I mean, she went through two previous marriages that didn't work out for whatever reason. Uh, I don't know if they ever said why they this last marriage didn't work out or whatever, but she seems to be happy. Jessica seems to be happy. I mean, they saying, of course they're just newlyweds now, so of course it's gonna be happy in the beginning, but we'll see how it work out. But I'm glad for her. I mean, and Sharita just let me know that Claus is still on. That was
Yeah.
one of my favorite shows, and I mean, I don't even know what happened and why I stopped watching it.
I mean, I think it's still on because now that you say that, I wanna. I think it's still on. I don't know. I don't know. It might have
I'm
ended. I don't know.
I'm so far behind. If it
I'm
is still on,
I'm
I
behind.
don't.
But it was a very good. I was watching it faithfully, and
Yeah,
I
I
loved
was
it.
too.
Yeah.
It started off, and I was like, man, how this show? I mean, because Roller got killed off so early.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's the end of the show. I mean, how can it go on? Then he came back. I was like, oh, okay, there go my guy. So I
Yeah.
was
I was like,
confused.
he ain't dead.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, but yeah, glad for
Well,
me.
I'm happy. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. Nisi, Jessica, congratulations. As long as you guys are happy, you can't worry about what anybody else think or whatever like that. So, I'm a firm believer that we got a lot of that going on in the world where people are being judgmental and all that. Who made you the judge? Who
Right.
made us the judge? So,
Right.
um, kudos to you guys, and I hope you live a happy life and prosperous life. So,
Yeah. I'm happy that she's happy. I think a lot of people were shocked because Niecy gave you this sexy,
Oh yeah.
vibe, and I guess that's what shocked everybody that this surprise. I'm married to a woman, so but I think that shocked and wore off, and people, it's 2020, and I think people, are like more people are like us saying, hey, if she happy, we happy, and this Jessica, I had heard the name Jessica Betts before, but I didn't really know who she was. But just a little background on her. She is an inspirational rock and soul singer songwriter. She resides in New York City. She was influenced by the classic works of Aretha Franklin, Sam Cooke, Whitney Houston, Lauryn Hill, Kim Burrell, Tracy Chapman, and many more. In 2005, Jessica was crowned the winner of the Road to Stardom with Missy Elliott. And she has a lot of good things about her. She was inducted into the showcase of BET Music Matters artists. Most recently, she closed the BET Honors pre-show February 2014. That wasn't recent, but yeah. So she out there. She got some things going on for herself, and they met on the set of Claws.
Oh, I
So
didn't know that.
yeah, they met on the set of Claus. I believe she made like a cameo appearance. I want to say that that's how they met, but yeah, hmm yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm
Yeah, I
happy
mean, it's
for him, and I'm
always a
happy for
good
her. And
thing.
if this is what is finally going to, make her happy into her golden years, and so be it.
Yeah, it's just this the times that we living in, and I was doing some paperwork online. Well, I'm not paperwork online, but I was getting questioned online about something, filling out an application, and the guy asked me, "Do you identify as male, female, or both?"
Or both.
And me and the guy was kind of, had a good little conversation. We was laughing and joking. He was telling me his dad used to be a Marine and all of that, so we was hoorah and all of that. So I didn't know if he was joking or if he was serious. So
what did you answer? What was your answer?
What do you think my answer was?
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
He said other. Terry, he said other.
No,
I'm just checking.
No, you trying to be funny over there. No,
I'm not.
Male or female or both. Which one you think I
don't know. I don't.
You could be binary.
I'm male. I'm male. So I asked him, was that a serious question? And he said, it's 2020, man. He said, yeah,
you have to ask.
It's part of the application now. We have to ask because we don't want to. What do you say? We don't want to
anybody.
So
I was actually on a Zoom meeting, and everybody had to introduce themselves. And part of the introduction, the person that was hosting the meeting said, and let us know your pronouns, how you want to be addressed. I was like, huh? And I was like, this is 2020 for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know we said we was gonna log off at 4 p.m. So we still got a few minutes. So since we got a few minutes and we already on this subject, what y'all think about Dwayne Wade and his daughter, or situation?
Daughter. She wants to be addressed as she. We just talked about pronouns.
Well, for me, it still goes back to your preference. Who are we to sit up there and judge? We as parents, with his kids, he's been 100% supportive, as well as his wife Gabby. So again, it's not for us to judge. You may have your own personal preferences and all that, but that's why God made us all different. We're different. We're not going to think the same. We're not going to look the same. We're not going to act the same. So, to me, it's not big news. I mean, like Sharita said, we're in 2020, and things are much different than it was years and years ago. And me personally, I don't have a problem with it.
I'm not gonna say I don't have a problem with it. I'm not gonna say it's right. I'm not gonna say it's wrong. I'm gonna say at 12 years old, you might not really know what you want to be. And I don't know. I was hearing something about a operation or something. If you want to identify and say you a female and this and that, that's fine. I think it was a rumor out there at one point that he was actually talking about getting the operation and all of that. And if that was the case, and like I said, I don't know. I saw it and kind of breezed over it. It's
well, for the record, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. But who am I to judge? That's what I'm saying. That's why I said we all are going to have different opinions about it, or different standpoints about it. But I mean, again, who are we to sit up there and judge? I don't agree with it. But at the end of the day.
I think this is going to be controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think Dwayne Wade living his life through his daughter now.
That's what I was going to say.
I think he's scared to come out, and I think I ain't going to say come out. I think, and
you said what now? You said what now?
It's just me looking at certain things. I feel like Dwayne Wade is living his life through his daughter.
I think so too. I think so too.
Okay. All
It's just
righty.
it's just certain things I've noticed over the past that I see, before this even happened, I
Right.
thought it, but I never just brought it up or said anything because I was like, nah, that's Dwayne Wade. He hard. He a warrior. It can't be. But to so easily accept this, and I don't know. I'm saying so easily. I don't know what he went through, and I apologize to anybody who offended by it. But I just now if his son was 18, whatever, daughter was 18 or whatever, and they wanted to make that decision, I think, hey, go for it, but at 12, 13, kids don't really know. And what you don't want is you going through all of this now, and then 2 or 3 years later down the line, you realize, oh, damn, I made a mistake. Because then it's gonna be too late. That's why I was saying about the operation or whatever. But hey, that's his life, and I just wanted to get you guys' opinion on it. I'm a Dwayne Wade fan, and I think it's honorable that he is supporting her, instead of because some parents be like, oh, you got to get out of my house, and they'll disown you and this and that. So from the perspective of him sticking in there, I think that's a big ups. But I just think, I don't know. It's 2020. I born in 1970, 70s, 80s, and 90s, baby, whatever, so times have changed so drastically that, hey, it is what it is.
Before we have to get on out here, let me just quickly say, I think a 12-year-old does know whether or not they're gay or not. They do know, but I do think as a parent, it's a touchy subject for whether or not you want to go all out with them to um go all out with them with their decision, because you do want it to you do want them to be sure that this is this really how you feeling, or is this a fad, or is this just you going with the flow or something you seen, so in that aspect of it, I do say, I think you should be careful about it if you're a parent with a child that young that wants to live their life as the opposite sex. But
Right.
you have to parent the way you parent, and
Exactly. I mean, yeah, because I tried to do my best. I don't know if I always did my best, but I tried to do my best as a parent.
right.
Uh,
Y'all do with what we have.
exactly. It's 4 o'clock. We said we were gonna go in 3 to 4, so we're gonna try to stick to that. You guys make sure y'all tune in to Jonathan Smith and Crew Facebook Live, Essential AF Podcast, 6 p.m. on Sundays. Make sure you guys check them out. They're more
I'm headed to the beach, baby.
And I don't know, Jonathan them might not come on because I see Jonathan somewhere
That's
doing
right.
something.
Yeah, Jonathan somewhere else, but he's probably gonna live remote. I
They
don't know.
might still go on.
Yeah, but if they don't, check them out every Sunday, 6 p.m. We want to promote them guys because
Yeah.
they kind of helped us out to get us started doing this live thing. And
A whole lot.
Terry, hopefully we can get you on here next week. I know we're gonna record the in the Clutch podcast, the sports part of it next week while you on the beach. Hopefully you'll have enough time to come on and do another live one with us too.
Oh, I will, man. I love doing this, and I'm ready to do it and show you some of that beach view. Looking forward to it.
Well, have fun, Terry.
Next time I talk to his wife, I'm gonna tell him to push him in the. No. But anyway,
I'm gonna tell her don't
She got to sign it. She got to sign that prenup first.
No, don't sign.
I want to be there when you ask her to. When
Me
you
too.
even
Go
bring it.
live. Please go
No,
live.
no. Look, as you sign off, let me hear that song again. Let me hear how we started the show off. Let me come on. Let me hear it.
Man, you don't want to hear that song.
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
Go let him hear it.
I want to hear it.
Might be the last thing he hear.
Look, I know, right? The only thing I'm gonna say is that if you want to hear this song and you brave, boy. I tell you what, you brave. You braver than me because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to get to it. I had it queued up.
I got to get mentally ready, man.
he
Before I
back
talk
that
to her
life.
about it, I got to get mentally ready.
Yeah,
You
he
gonna have
about that
to,
life.
you gonna, I know, right? You're gonna have to get more than mentally ready.
Sure is. Talking about crunching some numbers. You gonna crunch a number.
Well, I'm in need. Yes, it's a trifling friend indeed.
Boy, you bet not.
Oh, she's the
He
golden
better not.
You bet not.
child that digs on me.
If you do.
Bye, y'all. Cause y'all might not see Terry no more. I'm just gonna let you know right now. He might be gone. We might be looking for a new co-host.
Tag her in the post. Make sure she see this show.
Please do.
Honey, I don't know what they're talking about. Happy 50th birthday, honey. I don't know what they're talking about.
Happy birthday to you, but
Happy birthday, Mrs. Williams.
it's recorded. Hey, we enjoyed you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And with that, we're out of here.